10 Cloverfield Lane. So I do not remember a single frame of Cloverfield. I know I watched it. I remember wanting to watch it. I do not remember a single thing about that movie. It was just something lost in my memory. But I was excited about this one just because I thought it's gonna be a different angle on it, and it was, and I really enjoyed this. It ended up being more like misery almost than any other thing. It's about this girl, Michelle. She gets into a car accident after having a fight with her boyfriend, and she wakes up in this sort of basement, and she's tied up, and she's told that the world above her is gone. The air is contaminated. There's been an attack. No one knows if it's nuclear or chemical. And she is like, bullshit. I do not believe you, weird man that's kidnapped me. I'm gonna try and get out of here. So it's about her living with these two guys, and her not believing the fact that the air is contaminated and she's gonna die. So I kept thinking, what's really gonna happen? Is it really contaminated? Is she gonna go out and get herself killed? Is she gonna find out that it's totally fine? So there's that mystery, I guess. And I guess for people that know Cloverfield, maybe the answer was obvious. I have no idea. I have no idea how tied this thing is to Cloverfield, because I do not remember anything about Cloverfield, honestly. So yeah. And I really enjoyed it. It went by super quick, and the ending was a bit bullshitty, honestly. The ending, the shaky cam is back. I remember that. The shaky cam is back at some point. And other than that, I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It was... There was enough suspense in there to keep me interested. Will she be okay? What's gonna happen with this guy? And, I mean, John Goodman, his character was just very bizarre to me. He wasn't a bad guy, but he was just not okay. He was sort of weird, and then you do realize that, no, maybe he is a bad guy, and he just kept going back and forth. And I'm just like, either be a bad guy or just be misunderstood, but you can't be both, man. You can't be both. And the other guy, whose name I don't know, he was fine. He was fun. He was just me. That's me in that situation. I'm the other guy. And the main girl, Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim, because I do not remember her name. I liked her. Even though there was something strange about it, she kept being very practical, very logical, and she kept making good decisions. And then she was having a conversation, and she's like, whenever things get difficult, I always panic and run. I'm like, you haven't done that a single time this whole movie. Like, make up your mind. That was a weird sentence to throw in there, give us backstory and give us more to his character, but it doesn't fit what we've been seeing so far. She was totally capable of handling everything on her own, and she was surviving, and she was doing really well. And she's like, no, I always panic. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. So I have no... That just didn't fit to me, but whatever. And other than that, I really had a good time. The ending was pretty bullshitty, honestly. Like, once you start throwing in some random shit, it's like, whatever. Like, at that point, I was just having a good time. So, I don't mind it. But if it was any other movie, the way the whole thing wrapped up, I would be like, what the fuck? But whatever, I enjoyed it. The bunker that they were in was super cool. It reminded me of Captain Nemo's submarine. And that was like my shit as a kid, like, that was so cool to read about it, and this reminded me of that. They had a fucking fish tank in there. That was so... I would love to be... No, I wouldn't. But yeah, if I had to be locked up anywhere, might as well be there. They had a bunch of movies and books and shit, and fun. she had to like MacGyver her way out of situations. It was fun. So yeah, it's in Cloverfield Lane. I have no idea how people feel about this movie. I thought not. This movie just went under the radar, didn't it? It dropped the trailer. It's like, oh, it's fucking coming out already. Like, shit. And I haven't heard anything about it. I had no idea it was out, even. I just randomly saw it the other day, and I was like, oh shit, I wanted to watch that. And, yeah, I have no idea how people feel about this. Usually I sort of hear the general consensus before I watch something. I have no idea. I really enjoyed it. I think people did also, but maybe not a lot of people saw it. And yeah, that's about it. 10 Cloverfield Lane. Better than Cloverfield. And that's not saying anything, really. That's not saying much at all.
What are you gonna do to me?
I'm going to keep you alive. You were in an accident, and I saved your life by bringing you here. And everyone outside of here is dead.
What happened to your arm? Were you trying to escape?
I was trying to get in.
What was that?
Quiet.
How do you know that this is real?
They're going to get all of us killed! No! Don't open that door!
Something's coming.
10 Cloverfield Lane, in theaters and IMAX March 11th. Tickets on sale now.